continuing with the fishes. The fishes are crappie, to be precise. Now, what I want to do on this phase of the painting is add light rays coming down. So I want to create what is known as a wash, and for that I'm going to put some mineral spirits on my palette over here, and I'm going to have some titanium white, Hansa yellow light, let's just try those two for now, but I want these light rays and just drag it over the fish and everything. And I keep adding some more mineral spirits because I want this to be completely transparent. Try to keep them as straight as possible and just pull them in the same direction. Don't worry about covering that up. We're going to wipe it off here in a second. Keep dipping in my mineral spirits here. I got a jar of mineral spirits down there in my tub. Make sure they're all going in about the same direction here. All right, we're going to take a paper towel. I use I just buy some of these blue shop towels from Walmart. And I'm going to wipe it off. Now, when I wipe it off, those streaks stay because they stained the canvas. They're just not as thick, and you can see through them. So it looks like light rays. You can see through it. Sets them those trees back a little bit. Those logs that are down in the water sets the background back, and we can start pulling things forward that we want to pull forward. Pretty slick trick, isn't it? Now I'm going to continue with some of this, and I'm going to add, I'm going to come back with titanium white and my Hansa yellow light, and I'm just going to play up some of these highlights a little bit better on these logs here, just in a few areas. And also this paint I'm putting on will mix with that wash I just put on and kind of subdue it a little bit, which is a good thing, because I don't want this to become too bright and take over the painting. Some subdued highlights. Very excellent. All right. I kind of dig that. All right, now let's get back to the fishes. Back to the fishes. I'm thinking I might want to start adding some warmer colors on the fishes, because I want the fishes, some parts of the fishes, to start coming forward. So I'm going to put some color out here on my palette. Let's try some cobalt blue. And then we're going to have some burnt umber, as long as I can find it. Actually, let's just do Van Dyke brown, because I found the Van Dyke brown first and I have it handy here. That will work good enough. And we need some yellow, so let's just do some cad yellow. Cad yellow medium, to be specific. And I'm going to put a little bit of cad orange out there too, because I see a little bit of orange, like just in spots, like where light and stuff seems to be hitting. You know what? I might actually put some radiant. Now let's put some of this green out there too. Olive green. And where's my radiant blue? There we go. Radiant blue. I'm using Gamblin oil paints, by the way. All right, let's Let's get to painting. I'm going to switch to a whatever this is. I don't know what this is. It's worn off there, but it's this little bitty angled brush. Okay, so I'm going to reestablish the eye of the fish there. So I'm going to do cobalt blue and that Van Dyke brown. Just reestablish that dark. All right, I kind of like that. Dark, but not too dark. I used to, when I was a younger painter, less experienced, I'd always have a habit of going too dark. You kind of want to stay away from going too dark or too bright until the very end. I mean, if you got some real bright highlights you want to stand out, that's good. But going too dark, especially with an underwater painting, because the light and the shadows are diffused because you're looking through the water, and especially lake water because it's real soupy, has a lot of stuff going on in it. So you want to keep it kind of subdued. Learn from me since I already made all the mistakes. Probably still am making a lot of mistakes, but boy, it sure is fun coming to the easel and doing this nevertheless, because every time you come, you start learning new things. All right, I'm just going around in here and establishing these, I'm going to keep establishing these darks. Now these are warm, everything we've done so far is a cool color until I started using this cobalt blue and this Van Dyke brown. Now these are warm colors. So now I am just going through here and establishing my warm colors because they will pop out at you. The cooler colors recede, the warmer colors come forward. And just to be sure you know what I'm talking about, I'm using cobalt blue, but cobalt blue is a warmer blue. That's what I'm talking about. Blue, yes, is a cool color, but there's also cool and warm blues. Cobalt blue is a warmer blue. In case you were confused, because you might have been saying, Dave, the color blue is a cool color. Yes, I know. Just hang with me. Listen to what I mean and not what I say. Okay. Now I'm going to try to keep, since, you know, the body of the fish is kind of rounded, I want to try to keep these darker, warmer colors in the middle of the fish. See, I'm kind of making this too thick here, but get back on track. I was trying to talk and paint at the same time. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it didn't. And I don't want to kill all this this faded out color because some of the stuff that stands out against some of the stuff that's faded out just makes it look more alive. Vibrates real nice. The vibration of color makes it come alive. And I'm just kind of quickly going through and putting patterns in of these dots that happen on these fish. All right. I gotta remember to put that, there's a fin there that's kind of a see-through fin. I probably want to wait till the end to put that in. Or we could put it in now, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll leave it for right now. Okay, I'm gonna put a little orange, titanium white, and that cad orange. I'm gonna put a little orange in on this eye here. Okay. I got that color out. I'm going to put it down here on this other fish's eye. There we go. All right, let's dip into, we need another brush out here is what we need. You can use pretty much any brush. I'm just going to use a, I don't know what this is. That's worn off too, but I'm using another angled brush. This one's bigger. Just because it's one I had available in there. I need some more titanium white that's nice and clean out here on the palette. Okay. So titanium white and that cad yellow medium. All right. I'm just going through here and touching and dropping some highlights in basically. Don't worry about covering the whole, uh, the background. Don't worry about like totally covering it. In fact, leave some show through because it makes it look more interesting. Now these are the warmer colors of yellow, so still sticking with warmer colors. And I think I even want to add some olive green in on that. We need to get some green going in on that. See what that looks like. There we go. That's kind of nice. Just leave some of them streaks like that. And then I'm going to put some color up here to streak some in on this fin up here. Okay. Let's kind of get some of this dark down in here to kind of cover some of this on this eye. That's looking good. All right, I'm going to switch to as I come down and around on the belly, I want to switch to some cooler colors. So dioxazine purple, I kind of want that to be in a little bit of a shadow there. Let's kind of see what this looks like. And I just kind of want to scumble in some color here. I want to add a little bit of some darker color to that. We're going to get some Prussian blue out too here. Prussian blue is also a cooler color. Mix some of that dioxazine purple with the Prussian blue. Maybe a touch of titanium white. See what we got here. That's kind of nice. Just putting these marks in fairly quick. All right, now I'm going to kind of brush some of these marks, the edges of the brighter ones, because I don't want any hard edges on anything. Okay. Now I kind of want to play them up a little bit brighter, so I'm going to find something brighter here. We got some Hansa yellow medium for the warmer yellow. Let's try that. I think I'm going to like that a little bit better. So Hansa yellow. What did I say that was? Hansa yellow medium? Yeah. Titanium white. All right, let's work on this bottom fish. How about that? So I'm going to start with the cobalt blue and the Van Dyke brown and start in on the eye and do the same thing. Oh, got to check on my video. Make sure my video is still running every once in a while because things happen. I just go off painting and talking, and sometimes the video isn't even running. Had that happen to me before. Scrubbing in all these marks. Now I had this branch. This branch coming across this fish. It needs to be darkened up a little bit to set that fish back. So I'm gonna get out some. I got some Prussian blue already out there. I need to get some burnt umber or the Van Dyke brown. Actually, I'm in the wrong tub. I don't want Van Dyke brown. I want burnt umber or raw umber. Excuse me. There we go. Raw Getting my wires mixed up again here. So, raw umber, Prussian blue, a little bit of that purple. I'm going to darken it up, but not too dark. Still got that mossy stuff all over it. Okay, purple. Let's take some white, titanium white, and lighten that up. Just on that same dirty brush. Come back in with that. Let's add some of that yellow in there. Kind of green it up a little bit. All right, let's kind of back up and look at that. Hit this top part a little bit more right here. Let me step back and look at some of that and see if I like it. That's starting to come alive a little bit better. Starting to like that a lot. We're going to go ahead and end this session here because I'm getting kind of hungry. Till next time, Christ is King. Paine is out.